me what she needed me to. Tell me how could I love her so much.
You're in the room with him and you can feel it. There's a power there and you're just like, oh my God. So I don't think I'll ever
Toby
get to a
Keith
point.
shatters Taylor Swift's Billboard record in a stunning posthumous triumph. Toby Keith is back on the Billboard charts in a major way this week. The country legend's catalog exploded in popularity recently following the news that he had passed away after a battle with cancer. This week, his work dominates the country rankings, and he even manages to make history on one specific tally by owning more real estate than anyone ever has at one time. This week, Keith claims 9 of the top 10 biggest hits on the country digital song sales chart. The ranking looks only at those country tunes that actually sold the most copies in the past tracking period. The late musician had no issue selling songs or albums in the past week or so, as is often the case when a major musical superstar passes away.
I wanna live it some more.
According to Billboard, Keith is the first musician to occupy 90% of the top 10 on the country digital song sales chart. He bests the record for the most simultaneous placements inside the highest tier on the purchase-only list, which was previously jointly held by 2 stars. Before this week, both Kenny Rogers and Taylor Swift had both managed to fill 7 of the top 10 spaces on the country digital song sales chart on one occasion. Swift was the first artist to do so, and she made history with her sweep back in 2010. Back then, she was still largely producing country music.
Can't leave it up
So I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I won't see him and be like, oh my God, that's Toby Keith.
And most of her output made it to Billboard's country-only lists. Rogers joined Swift in this showing following his death in 2020. The only artist keeping Keith from owning the entire top 10 on the country digital song sales chart is Luke Combs. His rendition of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car Drives from number 15 to number 2, returning to prominence after the singer-songwriter performed it during the Grammys a little more than a week ago. Looking at the full country digital song sales chart, Keith is present outside of the top 10 as well. This week, he owns 13 of the 15 spaces on the list. In addition to Combs, the only other country acts who managed to find space on the tally this frame are Zach Bryan and Casey Musgraves. The duo's I Remember Everything falls from the runner-up rung to number 11 this time around. Keith leads this week with Don't Let the Old Man In, which returns to the number 1 spot on the country digital song sales chart. That tune sold a little less than 26,900 copies in the past tracking period. That makes it not only the best-selling country cut in America, but the second best-selling of all styles. All the latest news, showbiz, lifestyle, and sports updates, brought to you by our dedicated American team. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share FM Entertainment Channel on YouTube so you're not missing out.
Get up and go out.